See record right there, just so I ain't tripping. Mommy, see record right here. So you know, I be going through this right here. We getting through episodes, and I be like,
There's no sound.
throw the whole project away. Just throw the whole project away. You know what I mean? So, everybody hot on. Okay, so basically what we gonna do, your mommy always introduce ourselves, and then we'll let y'all know when it's time to talk. And y'all got y'all 1 or 2 points of what was important that y'all contribute to the puppy delivery. Okay, you being the outbound runner and you being the inbound runner. Kind of like PAs, production assistants on a movie set. Okay? All right, and Big Sage is like the mascot or something. All right. Okay.
Dash behind me again, so I can't sit comfortably.
Oh, Dash.
Relocate, Dash.
Dash jacking you up.
He's leaning on my chin. I can't relax because he keeps doing it by accident.
Dash, you might want to
Trade places with Dash, please, Mark.
but get in front of Mark a little bit since Mark's taller than you right now. Or you on that side, squeeze in next to Mark. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
I trust Mark to not lean on my chair and flip me over.
Oh, desk go flying.
That's all I'm picturing. And I keep bracing myself, and it hurts.
Terrible. Cool. All right, here we go. What up, y'all? What's going on? It's your boy, Coach D. Matthews.
And Dr. Teresa Matthews.
Welcome to the Black Couple Goes. This is the episode of puppy breeding. We got our boys in the house right now who were integral parts in helping me and my wife deliver this last litter of puppies. So, fellas, introduce yourselves.
What up, y'all? My name is Coach Mr. Mark. In case y'all don't already know who I am Doris. And it's been quite an awesome experience taking care of the puppies and being there for Bingo while she's pregnant. And today we get the chance to really talk about what we did for them.
My name is Dash. Last name is Matthews. I don't have an intro, but I helped produce puppies and money. So.
And he getting paid, so that's all that matters.
True.
Wonder why I kept getting asked, how many puppies is this? Sitting there with blood and new birth on my hands. I'm like, huh? How many we got? Keep coming to the living room to say that. Anyway, y'all, so I'm gonna kind of head this off a little bit, kind of set the tone for the conversation. But what's really important this time around is the help that you see on my side, because give y'all some context. Last year around this time in March, whenever you're watching this, it may be at a different time or whatever, but around March 2020, 21, I had to deliver puppies by myself. She was out of town. Me and him had COVID. We was in the house by ourselves. The puppies came. Everything that YouTube said to do, throw out the window. Not necessarily throw out the window, but it wasn't in depth. Like they made everything look good on paper. I had everything written down on my notepad, and I was like, man, this is going to go exactly how I got it written down. I'm set. I went to the store. I got my stuff. I got my pool to put the puppy in. Puppy's going to stay, and that might work for a poodle. When you got a 130, 40-pound dog and they decide to do what they want to do and they panic, then you panic and things happen. And then, there's other issues and all kind of stuff. And we end up with a short litter. Long story short. And I suffered a lot of PTSD from that last year. One of the things was that I slept on the floor almost a year. And the reason being was because through all the complications, I ended up bottle feeding the puppies. And because puppies need to be fed every 2 hours, that means they got to be fed throughout the night as well. One thing I saw on YouTube where they said, if you think you finish sleep through the night and skip every 2 hour feeding, just prepare to have dead puppies when you wake up in the morning. And that's all I heard was like, so I'm going to not do my every 2 hour feeding. I'm going to do like a 4. And one of the ladies was candidly saying, it's almost like she was looking at me, like she was like, if you think you gonna sleep through the night and skip the every 2 hour feeding, you just prepare to have dead puppies when you have a nice sleep at night and wake up. I was paranoid. So I would literally have like puppy poop and piss on my shirt and everything like that, and burp, because I had to burp them, so they spit up on me. And I just set my clock and lay down. Well, I want to lay in the bed because I got puppy clothes on. So I just go lay down on the floor. Now I wake up, it's time to make the bottles, warming the bottles up, this and that, get up, feeding everybody, nodding off, feeding puppies, burping them like they babies. Then I fall back to sleep. Fast forward a year later, almost, my wife is in town, and she said, even before the puppies was here, she said, hey, this ain't gonna be what it was last time. She said, I'm here. This is what we gonna do. I'm gonna help out. Now, right before the puppies was delivered, she suffered these injuries. The hip was out of place. She went to the chiropractor. The chiropractor was like, yo, your left leg is, or your right leg is 2 inches shorter than your left, and all kind of stuff or whatever. So in my mind, I'm right back traumatized. I ain't gonna have no help. She gonna sleep, and she don't take no pain medication. And right before, the day before the puppies was delivered, she was like, hey, I'm gonna need that knockout pill. My heart started beating fast as hell. But I want to hold it together. You know, I'm a duck on water. Unless I explode, most of the time I'm just a duck on water. I'm overthinking about on top of them smooth. Like, all right, yeah, it's cool. But underneath the water, my feet pedaling fast as I'm on. So my mind works. So I'm like, man, she about to be knocked out. It's about to be a repeat process. I'm going to suck at this. This is going to be crazy. I ain't going to make it. I'm like, I'm going to take down all my YouTube videos on how I do breed puppies because I don't know nothing. Like, I'm going to take everything down. But here's the deal. Everybody together will move a boulder up a hill easily. And so we have positions, right? And mommy actually called the positions out. So babe, tell us about the positions. Tell them about your thought process coming into this, knowing what you knew what happened last time with me and all that. Tell them about what you thought about this whole thing and then catch us up to speed.
So first of all, the thought process was that it's a business, so we needed a process. I kind of thought of it from the frame of mind of actually delivering a baby. Like, I delivered a few of those. So the other thing that was going on, which kind of happened last minute, was that Bingo also had PTSD. And we didn't figure it out to the last minute that she was not going to deliver those babies without D right by her side. Which meant that he had to stay right there by her side. So basically what we did was we made the closet that Bingo was staying in. It's a big ass closet with the L shape. We made that the delivery room. So that she'd already been staying there. She was comfortable there. And D stayed in there with her. The delivery room has a camera, so the other end of the camera went with me upstairs to the nursery. The nursery was upstairs, and this was Dee's thing from the last time. The nursery was upstairs in the closet so that Bingo couldn't hear the puppies once they went up there. So in order to make sure that Dee could stay put and I could stay with the puppies in the nursery, we needed a runner. Dash was the runner because he kind of knows, you know, he's really good with Bingo. He's done puppies before, and he knew where everything was. So he was the runner. Then there was like things that we need outside of the house that Dash can't go do because obviously he can't drive. That's where Mark came from. Mark was the out of the house runner, so anything that we needed like from the store or whatever, he went and got it. And then he also helped out inside with the running too. Then once the puppies were born, now we take shifts. There's a day shift and a night shift to take care of them, make sure they are safe.
Boom. It's a business. That's how she started. So when she approached it, because this is the business person, she approached it with, this is a business, let's operate it as such. So, okay, so recap real quick. You heard what we had, right? So we had delivery, nursery, outbound runner, okay, and inbound runner. And then we had my daughter as a backup, you know. So, fellas, talk about your perspective. Talk about what was important for y'all. And this might have been new for you, right? Because you weren't around last time. So tell us how you feel, and then tell us, you know, catch us up to speed on you know, what you thought about the whole process in your position.
All right. So I think the biggest thing was doing it for the first time. I have to mentally be ready. Like, all right, cool. Make sure I write down everything they said to do. Make sure I don't mess this up. I don't want them dead puppies on my hand either. So I was like, all right, whatever that they need outside of the house, I could go do. So the people that do know what to do a little bit better with the puppies could be here, handle that, and then when they're not around, need to get some rest or anything like that, it's my turn to really check on the puppies. And I just go off what they said. Puppies need to make sure they don't get sat on by the dog. So I was like, all right, cool. That's simple enough to do. And the best part was I was able to do it, but not have like full control of it because I had Dash here too, making sure that he was doing his part, and I was just following his lead, which was really awesome. So I'll let him talk to you about that.
Perfect. And also, y'all might hear a cat in the background. So we got this house is Jumanji. So we got everything in here right now. We about to have more. I don't know where he even went. Where you at, Shay? He's trying to get in with his. So, introduce yourself and tell us about your part.
All right. My name's Dash. Again, I don't have an intro. My name's just Dash. Refer to me as such. Last time around, it was different because last time around, I was the one getting the good sleep and then just waking up and helping when I can. But this time around, she has a bad back, bad everything. And then I wanted to do a lot more this time to help, especially with sleeping problems and things of that nature. So last night, stayed up since like 5 in the afternoon to like 12 in the next day. Me and Mark did that. So it was definitely a mental battle every time, because knowing what happened last year with all the screaming and dying, anytime a puppy was dying or getting ready to die, I was like, oh, here we go again. This is going to happen. It's going to be a whole long chain of just dead. But I think where I was able to contribute the most was being able to have supplies there and ready for those who couldn't give them. Because Mom was on the bed. Again, she had the monitor, so she helped where she could. And he had to be next to Bingo because Bingo she's not going to do anything without him next to him. So I think delivering things like, what is it called? Syrup? The Cairo syrup. we actually brought a puppy to life with that. Which I don't think that ever happened ever. I was a little bit surprised. I was like, I don't know about this, but we were getting back alive. And like little things like that is what's important, because if I was doing what I did last year, just sleeping in and just helping when I could and when I needed to and not when I didn't need to, then it could have gone a lot more like how it did last year. But it didn't, so I'm happy. And it will stay that way.
And that's perfect. And that's because you matured. You matured in a year. You grew into COVID. You matured a lot. And Mark was here this time. You was available. Mommy was here, so it all worked out. So that's the dynamic. So kind of recap. For anybody who started off wanting to be a breeder, and this is Sage right here, by the way. It's my daughter's cat. So anybody who wants to be a breeder or thinking about being a breeder, I'll tell you something from a breeder standpoint, and I'll tell you something from a consumer standpoint. From a breeder standpoint, it takes a unit. Okay, one person can't do this. I mean, they can, but you're gonna have a hell of a time, right? Okay, so one person can't do this. One person can't do this, man. It's gonna take a lot. It takes a team effort. And I'll tell you something from just a consumer. When you're dealing with a breeder, sometimes this is why you accrue these costs and you accrue the prices of the animals that you pay for, because we literally take care of these animals like they're children up until 8-week delivery. In the beginning, we call the first week hell week, and that's making sure that puppies aren't crushed. Okay, then you have to make sure that they're dewormed at a certain age. If you have a style of dog that requires tail clipping and ear docking, then that has to happen. Okay.
That's making sure they're eating good that first week.
Yeah, they gotta be eating. Yeah, we gotta weigh them every day. Make sure they're eating properly. If they're not eating properly, that means we have to note that and then rotate nipples, rotate certain certain puppies on certain nipples, because what's up, man? Because certain nipples might generate more milk than others. So we want to make sure that everybody's eating equally. Okay, and then we got shifts. So we got the first, the boys got the third, making sure that our dog and other dogs as well, especially with a breed that we have, the Boerboel, we're talking about Boerboels. And I was talking to my man Jordan from Exotic Boerboels, and he said he has some dogs that just run and just jump on the puppy's heads. Like just run back inside and just poof, like sit down. So, you know, you have to be there for that just to make sure that your dog doesn't do that. So a lot goes into this, you know. And then when the dog gets older, are they vaccinated on time? Does your kennel carry bacteria? No, mange. The other one that can wipe out the entire kennel, I forgot the name of it now. But these little things that you have to protect the animal from before they leave the kennel and then go home. So we literally almost like the amount of time you put in is like raising an infant for 8 weeks, and then they're off to their forever home. Like, hey, he's beautiful, he's big, he's happy, he's this, and he has a cute collar. But we went through weeks of poop and pee and screaming and proper nail clipping, and this one refusing to eat, bringing that one back from the dead early on after birth, and doing all these things just to deliver this what is a cute bundle of joy 8 weeks later. So that's why, if you thinking like, I don't know why these animals are so expensive, is because you're dealing with a breeder that took it from conception all the way to here's your forever pet that's going to be perfect for your home. So just give you some insight on that in case you were thinking why costs are what they are sometimes. Anybody have any last comments, questions, or concerns?
Yes. Comment.
Go ahead, Dad.
I think I got some PTSD, if you want to call that, with every little scream last night. every little squeak. I had to pause the game, look at it, go in there. Even if I saw it, I had to go in there, make sure no one just stopped breathing. But last year, I don't even think they whined that much last year.
Right.
They just either came out dead or just died when I was sleeping.
Right.
So
that's true. Again.
Whining is good. It's because they're healthy.
Yeah.
Strong.
They're strong. They're screaming now.
I think I can tell the difference between the screams though, between like a baby puppy whine and then like a cry that I'm being sat on.
Yeah. So we just giving y'all the transparent real. You see a lot of my videos. I'm doing a lot of knowledge. I'm showing tips and stuff. But this is some of the things we talk about is the dark side of breeding that people don't want to talk about because they're like, oh, I don't want anybody to think that, you know, my kennel produces dead puppies. I'm going to tell you this right now. Every single kennel in the world has dead puppies. Every single kennel in the world has took losses. There's been deformed puppies. There's been puppies with diseases, puppies that didn't come out right. I've been through it all early, almost everything. And like he said, you know, every little scream can trigger. You know, she could talk about that just from a relation standpoint. Then we talk about the Black Couple Ghost podcast just from a relation standpoint, just trying to have my wife calm me down after we had the successful breeding of this last litter. I'm just like, this can't be over. It's got to be something to do. And she's like, yo, sit down. She's like, it's over. It's done. Come over here. Lay down next to me. We're going to get something to eat. We're going to watch TV. And I'm just now coming down from that 72 hours later. I'm just now coming down from this whole thing, but without her I couldn't have done it. I told her that earlier. One thing that I will say, and you can jump in, is that she actually made me bring the puppy back to life. I pretty much I almost probably gave up. I said, it's a wrap. She was like, no, you're gonna bring that puppy back to life. And I said, okay. Oh no, okay. And I did. I was like, come on, you gonna make it. That's the power of a good woman behind you. Like, I was already ready to wrap it off. I was tired already.
Look, I said he's fine. He'll be fine. Just you're up. Come on, do it. Let's go.
Let's save that puppy. It's fine. I was just like, okay, and I did it. And you will see that video too of me just turning the camera on and saving the puppy. Then you will hear her be my biggest cheerleader over the monitor that watches the nursery or the delivery area. Like, hey, Dr. D. Matthews. I didn't hear it at first. My mind was moving. I didn't hear that until like today. I went back and watched the video. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, but go ahead, babe. Wrap us up. What you got to say and whatever else.
I mean, listen, I'm super grateful too that everybody. I'm super grateful too that everybody was there because, like, literally the text went out like, "Uh-oh, Bingo's in labor." Mark was like, "On my way." That she's like, "Okay, I'm up." Me and Daisha were like, "Okay, we're on our way back," and everybody got here, and it was amazing. I knew that it was something that, like, D is really talented. Like, you're so good with the dogs. But I knew that if we couldn't make that process smooth, we couldn't have this business. So I'm glad that we pulled together as a family, and I'm glad that everyone, especially Dash and D, feel more confident. Like, this is something they could do.
Yes. Proud of everybody. Proud of my wife. Proud of my boys. You know, big step up. Saw the improvement, especially Dash. You know, Dash can do everything pretty much, you know, and he learning. And Mark now learning everything that Dash know. So, like, having my back, especially third shift, when me and her can just knock out, they up playing games. Yeah, we got it. They on the monitor. Like, I slept so good last night. It seemed like I blinked my eye and it was time to wake up. I was like, this can't be time to wake up yet. This can't be time to wake up yet. I was tired. But
so one question for Dash, though, real quick.
Okay.
Dash, how much money did you make with this litter?
I don't know. That's to be decided.
He says to be decided.
Are you being coy? He don't want to say the number in front of Mark because he don't want to split his money. I don't know.
You owe Mark puppy money? Mark said you got to cover you in?
I don't know.
Daisha said she wasn't helping unless you up some money.
Because
As a reward, I will
Daisha's,
get Mark
Daisha's about
doing
her
this.
paper.
Worm said that's because Worm said that's your business, not hers. So I guess y'all can decide over some games or something.
Yep.
I'm sure Mark will like a nice game.
You'll see.
All right, y'all. May I conclude this up? Say your last piece and I'll wrap it.
I don't know what to say. The Cosby Show.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. But nah, it's cool. Listen, you're going to see us on 2 platforms, Black Couple Goals Podcast as well as AZ Boerboels. It'll be on both. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comments below.
Forgot the name real quick.
All right, y'all, we out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Feel free to comment. Hit me up if you're looking for puppies. No matter when you see this video, we'll have puppies coming or going at any time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.